Welcome to today's episode. Today we have some items planned for the F10 here. Um, Been wanting to do this particular thing for quite some time. Finally found the parts and pieces that I needed at a killer deal, had to do it. I've had the pieces for quite some time now, just haven't had the time to install everything. So, um, parts and pieces right here. What are we doing? Installing air suspension kit. Car is currently on Silver's coilovers. Absolutely love them. Highly recommend them. Good price. Very great ride. No issues whatsoever. I think I've had them for maybe 15,000 miles so far. Ride's great. I mean, this is a good ride height right here that I've had it at for quite some time. You could probably drop this thing like on the frame. They go super low, and I think they actually offer a super low kit. Not needed. This will get you very low. So, let's see. With this whole video here, I'm not gonna like film the whole install. I'll probably film bits and pieces like the strut removal and maybe like, I don't know, little bits and pieces on the install. A lot of this stuff is just basic installation stuff, right? You're gonna run a few power lines, run a few air lines, and just swap out the suspension pretty much. So I'm not gonna make a huge long drawn out video. I'll just show you, little bits and pieces. So without further ado, let's check out what we have here. All right, so as you can see, all this stuff is brand new in the box, never been used. I did buy it secondhand. The person I got it from was gonna put it in his F10, but I guess ended up getting a killer deal on a different car. So here it is. Air tank, pretty basic, whatever. Struts, these are Airtekk struts. I've seen a lot of people use them. A lot of people have good things to say. I didn't really have a choice in the matter, obviously, because I bought them secondhand, but I was highly considering these when I was looking at buying everything new. So that's great. And then this is an airlift 3P setup. Yeah, everything is still boxed away. Never been, I think I've taken out like this and that. But I've just opened this up to look at a few things. Like everything is brand new in the box. So, like I had mentioned, I'm just gonna be going over quick, easy little install stuff. Really just wanna get this going. So, what we're gonna start off with is just popping the wheels off, getting the cars on jack stands, and start pulling the struts out. So, let's get to it. All right, so cars on jack stands, wheels are off. Let's take a little bigger look at what we have here. So, unboxed, struts, you get the idea. Here's like, I don't know, maybe you can consider like the brains of the operation. Your little handheld controller is in here. Wiring, you have a little hose cutter. Pumps, of course, you can, choose your color, single, dual, that kind of thing. Fittings, let's see, installation guide. I'll be reading that pretty thoroughly. Just looks like power wiring and such. Hoses, fittings, lots of fittings, hopefully enough. And looks like power. This end probably goes into controller or something. I think you have basic like red power, black ground, and this pink is probably gonna be your ignition source, I'd assume. And then hopefully plenty of hose to go, front to back, whatever. So this is gonna be a project. Just for clarification, I've never done this. I've never installed an air setup. I have plenty of experience with coilovers, suspension, that kind of thing. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Pretty basic stuff. I always encourage people to, tackle it yourself. give it a shot. I don't like to pay for people to work on my car personally, so I try and do everything myself. So it'll be a learning experience. I can't say everything that I do is the correct way, but I'll get it to work, and that's what matters to me. So I'm gonna whip out these instructions and see what we got to go. All right, so we got one coilover out, one of the silvers, got one mocked up, and we actually have one installed here. Now we'll go over to the other side. Look out, pup. So, still got a coilover on this side. I'd mentioned that I was going to show you how I remove the strut. Pretty simple. I'll unbolt the link here. I'll undo, I'll pull these off so we don't stretch any of those. I've seen a video of a guy who like unbolts this whole upper control arm, which I think is totally unnecessary. Just take this nut off, pull that out, separate the two, and then you're gonna come down here and get that bolt, obviously, and then the strut mount up here. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Putting the air strut in is just pretty much reverse order. So no biggie. I'm gonna get going on that now. Bang. Two struts out. Rears, working on those. So the way to get to the rear, let me turn the light on here. So normally you're gonna have a speaker and you're gonna have a cover. I'm gonna pop this cover off. Reverse order of what I just showed you. There's 3 T20s. And then there's 3, one is tucked under there, you can't see it, but one off to the left, one right there. Just pull those out, move down here, and let's see, where am I at here? I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. One bolt there, and they pop out. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and apologize right now. I got pretty much all the struts in. Airlines ran, as you can see, all the way to the front. This is pretty much set up. I need to figure out a bolt solution for that. Tank is mounted. I think this is just going to stay right here. Got my water trap up there. Hopefully that's okay, but we'll see. Everything's all plumbed. Let's see. Like I said, well, it's dark, but anyways, I was just about to plug this guy in and turn the accessories on. I just installed all the fuses, and we should have power. So I can't do this one-handed, so I'm gonna bring it back in just a second. So here we go. All right, I had to close the garage door because it was getting super cold out. So as you can see, controller's plugged in. So I'm gonna go turn the ignition on and hope that everything is as it should be, I guess. So let's go. So I'm not really sure what's supposed to happen when I turn the accessories on, but here we go. Okay, accessories are on. Let's see. This thing, you have to turn it on. To be determined. Oh, wait, I'm a stupid dummy. I didn't connect it. Idiot. Oh, damn. Plugged it in and it's going, so we've got power. Alright. Damn, scared the hell out of me. I didn't know it was gonna just start going. The accessories aren't even on, but I'm sure that computer hasn't gone to sleep, so there's still power going to it. So we go. All right, now you can probably hear me. So, that does not focus, but I'm gonna let the pressure build here a little bit, and I'm gonna start looking at the instructions. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, it's actually been a few weeks since that last clip you just seen. I got really kind of just frustrated and disappointed with the video and everything with it. I didn't feel like it was very good, but I've still had the footage sitting, so I figured I'd just kind of finish it up. So, as you've seen, I was just getting the calibration done. So once you get everything plugged in for the first time, you're gonna go through a setup calibration. There's like 7 steps. It asks you a few questions. Very simple. And then the car's gonna move a little bit, you know, get acquainted. That's pretty much it. So I've been driving the car for a few weeks now, on the air ride. I've adjusted a few things. I've changed a few things. So I think that's just kind of what I'll go over. So the first thing that really caught my attention after installing all this was my power source. Like for right now, for instance, the car's been sitting all night. Essentially everything's asleep. When I would go in the mornings or just open up a door in general and unlock it, I don't know if you heard that, but you know, it has the keyless entry. It wakes things up. So as soon as you would open up a door, it would power everything on. Well, the compressors would kick on a little bit because pressure drops between 5 and 10 psi after sitting. So the compressors would kick on once you open a door or a trunk or whatever, even before the car was started. My big issue was that I didn't want it to drain the battery. So, you know, even if I wasn't going to start the car, I just need something out of the trunk. I go pop the trunk and the compressors turn on, and then that's it. You know, I didn't start the car. So I changed my power source. I found one in the trunk there that's only on when the vehicle is running. So I can go and open up a door and the compressors won't kick on, which is nice. So the downfall to that is that I found with the Bluetooth setup, through the Airlift app, you cannot use the app unless the car is running, right? Because of the power source. So, I mean, that doesn't really bother me. I'd rather have it this way than when I first wired it up. So, yeah. Also, I did the air dump out of the vehicle, so it's external, not like in the trunk, and there's no muffler on it. So it's pretty loud. When you first start it up, it auto adjusts, so it'll, you know, shoot some air out. But I'm gonna go down the street to a little church, and I'm gonna show you that noise when you first start it up and it auto adjusts, and then I'll kind of show you the car as it's been sitting now. All right, so as you can see, this is air out. There's plenty of room for adjustments with the coilovers still. So if I wanted to go lower, I could. What really sucks right now is that I'm going on month 6, waiting for my new outer lips for my 3-piece wheels. And that's really frustrating.
I mean, it doesn't look terrible on stock wheels, honestly, but it's not what I want. But yeah, so they should be arriving hopefully within a month or so. But for now, this is it. As far as the trunk setup goes, it has changed a little bit. It's not fancy, it's simple. I have that didn't change. I used to have the brain right in here, but I didn't like the airlines going down in here, so I mounted it up there, and it's nice and out of the way. I used some riv nuts, I guess you would call them, drilled them up there, and then made some brackets to hold everything. And yeah, stays pretty stable. Routed all my wires along the sides. Yeah. So as you've seen, the driving mode, this is pretty much my regular driving height. The front lip really changed the way I take approaches and things like that. And then this is kind of my driveway height. It's probably slightly lower than stock. Nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. Also, this, if you're wondering, it's a Mod Bargain front lip. Fits like absolute trash, which is why I cut it in half. It still took a lot of manipulation and sanding and stuff even to get it to this point, but I couldn't return it, so instead of throwing it away, I figured I'd just use it. But I don't know, I already blew out the whole bottom of it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, the whole bottom of it ripped out and whatever, stupid thing. But here she is. Have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever about this setup, comment below. Add me on Instagram, TikTok, you know, all the stuff, all the things. Stay tuned for the wheels. Should look pretty sick. Thanks for watching.